Hey, Corvus Corps fans, I'm WxFan21, wanting to come to you with just a little bit of a little recap of the regular season as we head here into the playoffs. I'm joined by none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Grandpa Dave. He's the IGL and captain for Corvus Corps. Grandpa Dave, how you doing this fine day?
I'm doing pretty good.
Excellent. So I appreciate you taking some time. You guys finished the regular season at 11-3. Let's just talk real quick. Last season, what was your record? Was it 8-8? 8-8, 7-7?
It was 7-7
7-7.
after a pretty rough start as well.
So broke even.
Yes.
Gotcha. So what were the things that you and the team had to work on in the offseason? Because we know 7 is new to the roster this year. Were you looking for somebody with his specific skill set? Were you looking for someone to just mesh with you guys? Kind of walk us through what the selection process for the new 5th just kind of looked like.
A big part of it is a couple of us had actually known 7 for a decent amount of time. And he was actually quite a big breath of fresh air, so to speak. One thing that we kind of struggled with a little bit in the season prior was keeping a good mentality and being positive and keeping ourselves in it and believing that we can take it to the finish line. And him being here has been a big part of that, fostering and growing in the team.
Cool. So 7 fits like a glove, and we've seen it in the play this season, right? And it's like, this is like I've told other teams that I've casted for, and I've casted for a team for over 2 years. We've gone through multiple roster changes, and when you find that right piece, you don't have to frag 30 kills every game. It's a team game. So with that being said, you started off the season a little rough. It was 0-2, and then you proceeded to go on this 10-game win streak that I told you guys. Again, I came in here right around game 3 or 4 to start casting for you all. The more and more I watched you all, the more and more I started seeing the training pay off. All the hours that you all are putting into it. Dave, I know you do a lot of work with, what you have to do on an IGL perspective, which is just a little bit more than just fragging in the server too. Man,
Absolutely.
that really started showing towards the end of that 10-game win streak. The calls were clean. The trades were crisp. It's like you knew exactly where everyone was. 7 could trade somebody off in one spot, or Ankros was right in the corner, ready to trade out with someone else. Like the team synergy and chemistry really started showing. What was the vibes on the team like headed through that 10-game streak?
A big thing was the way that we're set up is a bit more flexible than I think a lot of the guys were really used to, and we kind of implemented more and more of that. But a big focus became obviously the teamwork side of it. So as far as like good communication, positioning, being there to help your teammates when needed. And I think we all as a group really bought into that idea and that team spirit to always have each other's backs. And largely that allowed us to negate that, because there were some teams that we played that had individually some really good players.
Oh, there was some,
but they didn't
cracked
utilize
players.
each other very well.
Yeah, I mean, there was.
Oh, absolutely.
I go back to one game during that 10-game streak, and it's like we're witnessing what might be the birth of one of the greatest operas in North America. It was absolutely insane what we were seeing from some of the individual play. But again, Counter-Strike being a team esport, it comes down to team. You could have one player taking a team on his back with 30 kills. If the other 4 are not dragging some of, taking off some of that weight, it doesn't really work out that often. And then you guys had a speed bump. It's a game that apparently we don't want to mention. It was a 13-0. It didn't happen. It's not a loss. But that game, I kind of said it on the cast. It was almost like a get the bad game out of your system now. I don't want to focus on the game too much, but how are the vibes coming out of that, what a 13-0 shutout was?
Believe it or not, things were actually quite good, because I think we all took the right approach of looking at that game, and I'll delve into it, like what transpired a little bit. Um, I think that some of the things that they threw us, some of the cohesion that they had, we we hadn't really been pushed against that hard prior to that game,
Right.
and I think that through all of it, I mean, we had some mental hiccups, and when you have too many of them in a specific space of time, or even multiple parts of the map, your whole game plan falls apart, and then it quickly gets away from you.
Yeah. There were
But what?
rounds that it was,
Yeah,
I mean, let's face it, a 1v2 clutch, a 1v3 clutch. That stuff happens. Can we argue it should have never been a sweep or a shutout? Yeah. But again, pl- that's why they're called clutches. And you know what? You said it. Kind of got a little bit away from me there. No big deal. We saw the 13-7 victory in the final game of the regular season. After that shutout, you guys bounced back in a big way. And now finishing with from a 7-7 record to an 11-3 record, 8th place in intermediate. You guys have yourself set up in one of two brackets. For those of you that are unfamiliar this year, there were two playoff brackets in intermediate. There's playoff bracket A and playoff bracket B. Corvus Corps, being in 8th place, have made it to playoff bracket A. We have no details about it. What are the vibes like of the team, and for yourself especially? What are you guys looking at doing heading into the playoffs? Because you all have already made main. Anyone that makes it in the playoff bracket A, the top 32 are already in the main. But there's still first place, not only for money, but one single advanced spot. How are the vibes, and what's the outlook and expectations of yourself and the team headed into the playoffs?
I think we're all quite ecstatic, actually. When I came onto the team and I'd kind of started laying down the game plan and trying to really see where we were wanting to be, one thing that we all could agree on was that we wanted to move to the next level,
Yep.
which was main, setting our sights on something immediate as a part of a bigger picture. And now that we've achieved that, uh, I mean, we all want to go as far as we can go, right? And I think I can speak for virtually anybody who plays CS at a league competitive level. But I mean, we have the tools, we have the ability to go realistically as far as we'd like to, if we're willing to put in the work, maintain a good mentality, um, and just keep sticking with our game plan and improving over the coming games.
I like it. All right, final thoughts before we head on out of here, and I'll let you get back to focusing on the playoffs.
Oh, is that a final word from me?
Final word from you, Mr. Dave.
Well, we really appreciate Corvus Corps taking us under their wings, so to speak. And
Literally because of the Eagle logo. Yes, go ahead. Well played. Well played.
And we've been enjoying the support that we've been having with the streams and whatnot. We all love it. We all come in and we watch, and we're really having a lot of fun with this. And so we appreciate you quite a lot as well, for doing all that work with streaming our games and giving good presentations, whether we do well or not.
Well, it's like
But
I said, you guys have been playing like an advanced level team. So you really have been.
and I'm really glad to hear that. As I said, we put in a lot of work. We put in a lot of work, and it's so great to see it reaping benefits
Oh
now.
yeah.
But yeah, the sky's the limit. We're going to give as good account of ourselves as we can and go as far as we can in the playoffs. And same thing for next season. We're not going anywhere.
Love it. Well, that's Grandpa Dave, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in here to the Corvus Corps socials channels. We greatly appreciate all of you. This went a little longer than I wanted to, but you know what? That's the fun of doing these in between the regular season and the playoffs. It gives you fans out there just a little glimpse in behind the curtain, so to speak. And hopefully this hyped you all up for the playoffs. Playoffs start Tuesday. November 24th. Excuse me, 25th. Almost thought that was getting towards Thanksgiving, which we are. Playoffs start Thanksgiving week. So, with that being said, good luck at the playoffs, Grandpa Daves, and folks, I'll see you on the cast for the playoffs. Thanks for watching.